asses. It's a 4-day event. Every day we got your tickets to see Bailey Lee Zimmerman's going to be there. It's going to be, wait, excuse me, I said that wrong again. Bailey Lynn Zimmerman's going to be there. Keith Urban's going to be there. Hardy, who I feel like is going to be the poppin' night on Saturday night. Your ticket's on the way. How you doing? It's your guy, Joey Boy.
What up? It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
Sienna, I told this man not to take this gig. I told him, like, dude, something sounds suspect with this wedding you're going to DJ. JD just, he wants to be like, no, you can't tell me what to do. I'm like, all right, dude. And this is what we're going to do. Open up the phone lines. 833-730-6377. What was your wedding woe? Got married and something happened at your wedding. Like, whoa. What is your wedding woe? I told you not to take the gig. You took it, and then what happened?
First of all, weddings are a bag. Why would you tell me to not take a wedding?
Seems like it was a headache.
Yeah, I mean, well, this one was definitely a headache. So I got booked for this wedding last minute. And if you were listening to the show last week, I had not met this couple. And I had told the person who booked me for this wedding, I'd love to meet the couple just to let them know that you're not going to be DJing it anymore. I am. You should be fine. Everything is good.
I got you.
I played the wrong first dance song.
Wow, way to go.
And the original song that they had on the timeline was, I don't know who Mazzy Star is, but the song is called Fade Into You, right?
It's Mozzie.
Mozzie Star. Is it Mozzie?
Mozzie Lynn.
Whatever. So, well, there you go. Strike 3 for me already. So they come down. They're doing their first dance. I play this song. They look a little surprised, but obviously it's their wedding. The sparklers are going off. Everything is great. They sit down for dinner. I go over there, and they go, hey, just want to give you a heads up. I'm not sure, did so-and-so tell you that we changed our first dance song because that wasn't the song we wanted? And I just felt so awful. They originally had that song that I said, and then they wanted actually Tony Bennett, The Way You Look Tonight.
Oh, God. That's a great classic song.
I felt miserable, guys. And so then I asked them, I'm like, well, can I play it at some time throughout the night? And they're like, no. Like, that was it. And it wasn't on the script. I wasn't told that this was a change. And I just felt miserable. And this is why I don't do as many weddings, because it's a one-shot pony, man.
You can't redo.
You can't redo it.
There's this thing where you can do like your, once the wedding is over, you can have another dance with your partner. They didn't want to do something like that.
They wanted to do it at the end. Yeah, like their private dance by themselves, but they were so hammered, they wanted nothing to do with that.
Buzzballs, am I right?
Yeah, buzzballs.
They will get you. They will.
But you did tell me to not take this gig, and the only thing I ever trip out with weddings is I just need to be prepared.
That's it.
You just have to prepare me.
They didn't
for
give
any
you a shot to be
surprises.
prepared. They wouldn't meet with you. I was like, dude, don't take this gig. Now, I understand, JD, you're going to chase that bag, and weddings, man, I know how much you guys make for that. I understand. But Friday on the show, they still hadn't talked to you, and the wedding was the next day. I was like, bro, something doesn't seem right. They're going to blame you for something. Sure did. And to be honest with you, that happened when I got married for the first time. The same exact thing happened. The DJ who we met with, though, 3 different occasions to go over the list. Because all I care about at my first wedding was everybody get drunk and the music be good. Even had a salsa band there. My dad played at my first wedding.
That's amazing.
It was an awesome wedding. That's all I cared about was the music. DJ didn't show up. His grandmother passed away. He had a friend DJ it. He didn't play the right song for us to come out as well. I'm from Philly, so we wanted the Rocky theme. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to come out boxing. Dun, 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 dun. And then when we came out, it was just regular, like, classical music. And they're like, everybody, make some noise for the first time I'm going to introduce you, Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez. Everybody, hip, hip, hooray.
He didn't hip, hip, hooray.
I'm like, what the? What? And she looked at me, and we just had to put a fake smile. I was so pissed, bro.
Can you laugh at it now, or are you still upset about it?
No, I could laugh at it now. I could tell the story and just laugh, but crazy.
And no one wanted to get a hold of me. And then when I showed up to the wedding, they're like, well, where's the other person? And so then I had to come up with the excuse of, I don't know.
His grandma died.
Yeah, you're fine.
His grandma died of a buzzball. Don't ever know. Get rid of the buzzball.
Can you imagine if Sienna booked a DJ and some other person showed up? You're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice because this happened to me. Like, my party bus had broke down for my wedding, but they sent another one, and it does catch you by surprise, but at least you're like, okay, there's a fallback. Someone booked something. That way we can have transportation. But in your case, you are playing the song that is the moment, that is the memory. So for you to mess that up.
The first song.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like if you're getting married, magical songs. Your first song come out, the father-daughter, the mother-son, and Those are the magic three. The three,
those
right?
are it.
Communicate with your DJ. And if you're a DJ, you have to have those and get it straight from the bride. Forget the groom. The bride's mouth.
Yes.
That you have those 3 songs.
100%. And I always encourage the bride and groom to play the entire song for their like parents. I'm like,
Yeah.
your parents deserve those 3 or 4 minutes. Don't shorten it.
Yes.
Kill it.
What is your wedding? Well, what happened at your wedding? That was a nightmare. Now, I know when I first started getting to know Sienna about almost 2 years now, one of the stories she told us about when she got married with her husband, probably the biggest nightmare for a lady getting ready for her wedding. You want to share that up next?
Yes, I'll share it.
Ladies, you have to make sure this thing for your wedding is right because it almost just ruined everything and had you in tears.
Invest the money.
Invest the money.
Invest the money.
Okay. What was Sienna's wedding? Well, she'll share hers, and I want you to share yours. 833
730
6377. Your call's up next, plus those Country Thunder tickets. It's Live 1015, your home, your new home. We just punk Camel Country for their tickets. Your new home for Country Thunder. It's happening, I believe, next week. 4-day passes. We got you in minutes, all right? Hang out with your partner, Joey Boy.
Yeehaw. It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
We're talking about your wedding woes, all right? Your wedding day, what happened that was just like a nightmare at the moment? Maybe you can laugh about it now. JD DJ'd a gig this past weekend. He was filling in for a friend of yours that couldn't make it. No communication per se with the bride and groom. You played the wrong first song when they come out to.
Yeah, it was supposed to be some Tony Bennett song. I played the original one they had that was on the script. It's not my fault, but that's why you communicate with your DJ. Or, in my case, meet your DJ.
Right.
before.
So, not JD's fault, it's their fault. But what was the wedding woe? Sienna, when I first met you, you talked about this one thing that sticks to my mind. I don't think I'm ever going to get married again. I just can't see it in my future. But for ladies, heads up, this is very important that you should do.
Yes, book a really, really, really good makeup artist. Now, mine, I don't want to like hate on her because she is a person, but she did a bridal trial, which is where you can go in and she'll do your makeup and see, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? And I did it for my bridal shower. So at my bridal shower, I had this decked out makeup. I felt really beautiful and I really liked it. Fast forward, come my wedding day, I had 8 bridesmaids and then both my mother-in-law and mom had to get their makeup done. So we had to start, I think, at 6 in the morning to make sure that everyone was getting their makeup done. And being the bride, she wanted me to go last so my makeup was the most fresh. With that being said, she took a lot of breaks in between, which was fine, but it really pushed everything back and she made me late for my own wedding. My makeup didn't look as great because she didn't take the time and effort the way she did the first time. So my makeup just didn't pop the way I wanted it to on my wedding day. I got to the church late. I got married at the Brophy Chapel and they're very strict. So I had to hurry up and get in my dress. I didn't get any photos of my mom helping me zip up my dress. I didn't get any pre-wedding photos because they were like, we're starting at 4, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think I got to the chapel at like 3:55, like minutes before I had to walk down the aisle.
So what you're saying is, ladies, invest in a makeup artist that doesn't have an eating problem. That way you're on time and you look perfect.
Yes, and the whole time she kept reassuring me, oh, we're fine, we have so much time.
With crumbs on her chin.
Yes, wiping her chin.
Listen, Torta, I need to be at there at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and she was really good, but
No, she wasn't. Did you get a refund?
I didn't, no.
What? Oh, man.
And I have not talked to her since.
I'm not giving you no refund if I'm the makeup artist.
And you were eating the food that we provide? Oh, hell no, bro. What was your wedding? Well, 833
730
6377. We got Taylor in Chandler. All right, Taylor, what was your wedding woe?
Oh, God. So when I was getting married, I should preface this by saying my now husband has a 7-year-old from his former relationship. Or she's 7 now. But when we were getting married, she was 3. And him and his ex are amicable. Obviously, they have a child together. We've always gotten along for the sake of the child, but I don't know. She's pulled some things every now and again. And at our wedding, when the priest says, does anyone here object? She came in and said she objected. By the way, she wasn't invited to our wedding.
What?
Wow.
That's a movie.
That is.
Oh, it was a scene.
Who let her
for sure.
in?
I know.
I mean, it was in a church, so she just walked right in.
So she just waited. She plotted, waiting for the priest to say that. She objected. Hey, what happens? We've seen that on movies, but what happens when someone says, I object? Does that mean anything?
Well, it caused a stir in the audience because everybody abruptly gets awkward, and it's like literally the brakes of a car when there's like, ah!
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it stops absolutely everything, and it did in this case.
It stopped the wedding from proceeding?
Well, because she also stated that them two were still in love and that they were talking behind my back.
Oh, it gets worse.
What? So at that point, obviously you guys are in shock of what she's claiming. Do you look at your fiance and it's like, is there any truth to this? Or are you like, get that crazy?
I bust out into tears. I was hysterical. I was a mess. I mean, you couldn't console me. And people were walking out. It was a whole thing, and it was a nightmare. And lo and behold, he was like, Taylor, I'm like, this is not true, you know, whatever. He showed me his entire phone and text messages and everything. He had kept everything because he actually felt that she would pull something like this.
Oh, so he had receipts ready.
I mean, good for him because this could have looked really bad. It could have been a he said, she said thing.
Yeah, so he showed me everything, and there was nothing. I mean, he responds to her messages like, okay. I mean, that's like all he gives her. He gives her like no time. So she made this all up in her head. It was insane.
So at the very least, she's still in love with him. She just wanted him back.
I believe so, yes. Even though they've been broken up for years and years now. I mean, so it was just bizarre that all this came about out of nowhere. And now, like, we have a horribly strange relationship. But we did eventually get married at a different time, a different day. It was...
Oh, damn. So the wedding was just called off at the moment until things were figured out?
Yes, but that was a day, of course, no one will ever forget. So
wow.
Makes for a great story.
I don't know about great. Story.
Way to be insensitive, Sienna.
I mean, I'm entertained over here.
That's crazy. So what's the relationship now with you and her? Because obviously you're married and you're stepmom.
We do not talk. No.
Don't talk.
We do not talk. Not at all.
Does she have a man in her life? Is she remarried?
No.
She's just psychotic.
Oh my God, no. She's crazy.
She's crazy. Well, you got to return the favor. You should hope that she gets in a relationship. They're getting married. Your turn to object.
Yeah, you're up.
I stay away. I mean, when it comes to their daughter, and I honestly, like, I'm her stepmom, but I'm like, when it comes down to it, I'm like, I am not her mother. I'm not crossing that bridge.
Right. Well, I'm glad you guys do a redo and you eventually got married. And you're still happily married and you have a great relationship with his daughter and you just stay clear of that crazy lady.
Yeah, and like even their daughter, like she's getting older, and she's like, I want to be with you guys more. So it's even starting to go down that road now.
I object. No, 50-50. Me and Daddy need our own time.
Yeah,
I'll object for you because you need some time to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy everything is good.
Me too. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, Taylor.
Love the show.
We love you back. 833-730-6377. What was your wedding woe?
What up, it's JD.
And it's Sienna.
Man, we're getting your wedding woe stories, just these wedding nightmares that happen on your big day at 833-730-6377. We got D in Glendale. All right, D, what's your wedding woe?
My ex-mother-in-law dancing with my ex-husband to I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James.
I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James. So I'm assuming that song is not a good song and a diss to you?
It sure was. It really, really was.
What is the song about?
Well, it's about a woman. I mean, Etta James sings about not seeing her man with another woman, which is kind of cringy to me.
Right. So his mom never liked you?
No, we never really got along, and she was totally against us getting married from the jump start, so...
Was she one of those moms that didn't want to give her son away? You know, like where those moms are really overbearing with their sons, like they're too much of a mama's boy?
Like Latina moms?
Yeah, like they just like don't want to let go of their son.
Yes, most definitely. She, even till this day, she babies him completely.
And you're not together no more. Was it mom's fault?
She was actually partially the reason because he would never back me up on anything. She would always go against my word. She would always try and tell me how to raise my daughter, and I'm like, no, this is not going to work.
So during your wedding, he's dancing to a song obviously dissing you. That's almost like Drake's son getting married one day, and the father-daughter dance, she danced to Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us. And Drake be like, wait, what? Is that kind of similar?
Yes, that's my diss track.
The mom dance would have said a diss track too.
And that's crazy you let it happen. That's the crazy part.
What do you do when that's happening? You're listening to the song like, wait a minute, you're dissing me during my wedding. What do you do at that point?
I was just sitting there because she told me initially that that's the song she wanted to dance to. And I told her no, we had chose a different song. And then so she goes up to the DJ and changes the song at last minute. And I'm just sitting there like, are you joking?
Dang, she was sneaky.
It was the worst.
I will say, it's a very short song. I'm like looking at it. It's very, very short.
It's not like They Not Like Us 4.5 minute diss.
Yeah, there's 2 verses and a chorus.
Well, still, even one verse is too
Yeah,
much,
like
bro.
it's still getting the point across.
She's like, hurry, just sneak this in. Sneak this in.
Well, I'm glad that didn't work out then.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we pretty good co-parents. It's a different relationship now.
Okay, are you going to ever get married again?